Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world. This is Daniel Bush. You're watching POV Pool, and this is the beginning of Three Cushion USA's Carom B Championship, the 2020 Carom B Championship, taking place at the Casino del Sol in Tucson, Arizona. And we started, this is actually day 5. We started with 48 players, and we have now whittled it down to just 16 players. This is Daniel Bush, like I said. I'm sitting here with Gary Eakey. How you doing, Gary?
I'm doing just fine, thank you, Daniel.
You also participated in this event. It was 48 players. Why don't you just, let us know a bit about your experience playing this event this year?
Well, I was personally, I was competitive to a point, but I always end up like 1 point or one match short, and this was no exception. So,
Okay.
So I'm a little grumpy right now, but I'll get over it. I always
Oh
do.
no, I'm sorry about that. I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
It came down to my last match with James Richards, which is, of course, he's basically from Milwaukee, and I'm from Oshkosh, Wisconsin, and
Yep.
we play each other a lot. So we trade off wins. He didn't have to win, and I didn't have to win, but I'd say he's usually got the edge. But
Okay.
the tournament itself has been, I think, trouble-free, and I have heard nobody grumble about much of anything, which is always a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody seems to have been really pleased with everything, and the tables are playing great. The balls, the new balls, right? New cloth.
Mm-hmm.
This is like new equipment you guys are working with. How about that? How's that been for you?
I've asked people about the balls. I noticed no difference, positive or negative, with this brand of balls, which is a little bit different from the others that he used, I think, last year.
Okay.
But those were good, and these are good, and I see we're just about to start.
We are just about to start. This is the first match, folks, on this first round of the finals. We have 16 players playing in the finals. And they are Craig Powers, Paul Feltman Jr. This is this match that you're watching right now. That was the lag, and it looks like it's going to be Paul Feltman Jr. or Craig. Craig. Craig wins the lag. So Craig Powers will win the lag.
Craig is also a hometown boy for me. He's from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and has always done very well in these tournaments, and this today, again, is no exception. He is either on fire or misses by a mile.
Okay.
But he spends more time on fire than missing by a mile. He's a very talented pool player, a very talented billiard player, and always a tough competitor, and he doesn't rattle, as they would say in the Hustler.
Well, he gave up the table to Paul first inning here, first shot, which is, you definitely want to make the break.
These are 25-point matches as well, is that correct?
No, these are 30-point matches. The matches have actually changed, so I'm going to change that graphic too.
Paul Jr. takes first blood. Looks like he's going to score 2. Just missed. Interesting thing about the Feldmans in Oshkosh, I finally talked the local pool hall owner into buying Gabriel from Paul Frankel, which is one of these tables, and So I walk in the door the other day, and there's a gentleman playing there, and I introduced myself, and you could tell that he had little knowledge. Long story short, he was from Buffalo, New York, as both Paul Jr. and Sr.
Oh.
were from, and he knew them well as Danny Kolash, who's also in the finals.
That's lovely. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, and he was telling me how good the Feldmans play. Apparently, Paul Sr. He said perhaps was close to being a 2 average at one time in his younger days in the Buffalo area.
No kidding.
And so that I was kind of impressed with that. He's always played well in these tournaments, Senior has, but never quite that caliber. But,
I've been very impressed with Paul Sr. myself. I mean, he beat his son in this tournament.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm watching him play on the other table. He's warming up right now.
He made it to the finals.
Right.
Yeah. Yes, I just want to let you guys know what the other matches are. I have updated the scoreboard to reflect that it is raced to 30 points. We're in our 3rd inning now. And I'll give you guys score updates as they come in. Alan Castillo is playing Paul Feltman Sr. That's who Gary Eakey just mentioned. He's playing Alan Castillo, who is actually the defending national champion, amateur national champion. So Alan Castillo, he earns himself a spot in the finals of this event. We also have Joe Amato versus Tony Ferrara. That's a Massachusetts face-off. if I ever heard of one. We've got Tong Nguyen versus Dr. Q, Tom Rossman, the Vietnamese player versus Dr. Q. Nice shot by Craig. And we've also got Paul Frankel in the finals versus Foo Quinn, who is married, not married to, I'm sorry, related to Tong Nguyen. We also have Tony Din, who is also known as Hoa Din, playing James Richards, and that's who Gary had his last match with, was James Richards. And then we have Ramses Verlinden playing Danny Kolash, which oddly enough they're actually, oh no, I thought they were partners in the Scotch Doubles event, but that's Danny with John Godali. And we also have Ertan Tarhan and Bob Page. So those are the 16 finalists. Matches going on right now. Current score is 3-1. Craig Powers, and here comes.
I was a little surprised that Tom Rossman made it, and I spoke with him this morning, and he said like 2 miracles had to happen for him to make it into the finals. He was right on the cusp, but he didn't think that he had much of a chance. But I see he's in there. Great shot by Paul Jr.
He's leaving, I guess. That was a nice ticky, wasn't it? Bank ticky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They both seem to be fairly confident. They're not taking a lot of time, for the most part, on their shots. They know what they want to do, and they know how to do it.
I have to say, those who did not qualify for the finals are the best of sports, because I'm looking around right now. I'm seeing that most of the players that didn't qualify are still sitting around spectating and watching and supporting all of their, friends and players that they played against. And I appreciate you being here, Gary.
Well, it's too far to drive home, Rod. I've been sulking. And actually, there's some nasty weather. I think I'm going to avoid it, but I have to fly into Chicago and then north from there. But,
really now?
It sounds like the worst of the snow is going to happen between Chicago and my destination, so I think it'll be okay.
I wish you safe travels back. Are you going to cut it off early, or are you going to stay till tomorrow?
No, my plane reservation is Sunday at 11 o'clock. Nice shot by Craig.
Very good. Very accurate.
Great leg. Again, didn't spend a lot of time on eyeing it up. Just kind of knows what he wants to do.
And just as Paul tied it up, Craig now takes another lead. It's 4-3 in the 4th inning. And I just want to remind audience, people watching as well, that Paul Feltman holds the high run for this event so far. He had a run of 10 billiards in a row.
That was a very well executed shot.
Yeah, it was. He drew back nicely, didn't he?
It was actually rail first in, and then 2 rails thereafter.
Do you think he's going into the long rail first here?
I think he's going to do ball first to kind of kick it out.
Ooh, he's hit that very soft.
Too soft, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Failed to follow through on that one, but it was a tricky shot, and needed to finesse it just right. And sometimes when you shoot quickly, you forget one of the key elements.
Oh, I know. There's so many things you need to think about when you're executing in billiards. 3-cushion. It's like no other game, honestly. I couldn't even compare it to pool or pocket billiards. Really, it's in a class of its own. It really is. Craig Powers, on the other hand, he had a run of 9.
He did
in this tournament. We are resetting the scoreboard as far as high runs go for the finals rounds. So now they're all working with a clean slate. They're competing for different prize monies now.
Yeah, Craig was down 12 or 13 to nothing against Ramses, and I was about to head to my room, and I said, Craig's not going to settle for this. And he actually ran that 9 and scored a few more. He was ahead.
He did. That was the game where he was like first 16 innings or 19 innings. He had no score.
That's right. He was down 12-0.
Yeah.
And came back. He was ahead 21 to 18.
Pretty amazing match.
And then they did the dogfight, and Ramses did survive at 25-24. Craig did lose on the hill, but it was quite the comeback.
It was. It was a great match to watch too.
Speaks to his competitive nature.
Good shot from Paul. That's why I believe you should never give up when you're playing this game. Never give up, because you just never know what opportunity you're going to get.
No, the lights
and how many points you can make out of it.
The lights can come on or come off at any given time.
Yeah, on both sides. So Gary, you guys have also got a room in Madison, and you're doing an event there in April, aren't you?
Yes, we do 3 events a year there at the Madison 3-Cushion Billiards Club.
Okay.
And we've got another one coming up in April, and we're looking for players. We've got players from, I think, 5 different states heading there now. We take 32 players, and we're looking for more. We have some accommodation concessions from a place nearby, and we'd love to see you come.
Good. All right.
I think this will be our 4th event there now. And Bob Keller, the 92-year-old gentleman who opened the club about this time last year, actually.
Right.
And he loves the game, and I can't say enough good things about it. He bought 3 tables from the old Rushville room, and 1 from Paul Frankel that came from from Tucson here. And Craig Powers actually won one of those tournaments, and Lupe Cruz from Des Moines, Iowa, won 2 others. So.
Well, it seems only fitting that we have these guys here.
Information for that tournament, just to say that, is available at Madison 3-Cushion Billiards Club, ProfessorCueball.com, or 3CushionUSA.com.
.org. .org, yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes, 3CushionUSA.org. That's correct. And we also have the flyer for it that we've been posting on our live stream here.
I appreciate that.
Reminding people that they could go. We really feel. How do you feel about the newer association, 3Cushion USA?
Well, I'm not taking sides, but we've been supporting Mason because we're seeing, his sincere effort to make things happen. So that's my personal opinion. So that's how Madison is subscribed to it as well. So,
Yeah.
but I'm a member of USBA.
What a nice shot there.
Yes, I'm a member of USBA and Three Cushion USA, and I intend to continue that.
Well, good. I think you should. I think all players should. Boy, this is actually a very good match between these guys. I mean,
6, 6, 6.
Yeah.
The Devil's game.
The Devil's game, yeah.
Ooh,
Oh, he almost hit the kiss,
did
but he
that
hit.
kiss in?
Well, no, he hit it really short though too. So,
I thought he got just enough of a nudge. Alan Castillo, who's on table 5.
yeah, the table behind this one.
Right. Yeah. He was in Chicago at a tournament there, I think it was in October, November. And the 49ers were playing, and he's from California, and of course I'm from Wisconsin. Turns out he's
a Packers fan.
He's a rabid Packers fan.
Yeah, he is.
And so,
Yeah.
kind of
Threw you for a loop, huh?
It did. It certainly did. So he's a very, very nice guy. I didn't know him too well, but we're now instant friends.
Yeah, he's got a lot of charisma, Alan Castillo. All right, so this hard to come onto the inside of this shot, but I think he's going to try it anyway.
He should be able to
Yeah,
do
he's
that.
coming to the inside. And he'll be going in with 3 cushions, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he missed. A little long.
Okay.
Just a little long.
Actually, he needed it to be a tad longer. Because
right, then he would have had that.
Opinion,
he would have had that 5th rail.
Right.
Yeah.
And it would have. He just needed a little more follow through, but he had to kick that white ball out of the way.
Okay, then it's short.
Which he did. That's a great.
That was nice. A lot of spin there.
Nice touch.
That catches when you hit that second cushion.
Mm-hmm. That's you asked about the tables earlier.
The equipment.
The cloth, the Royal Pro. People are real happy with the spin you get off the 3rd rail. It doesn't die. Sometimes that happens.
I understand. Yeah.
You intend to get that spin, and
especially on brand
dies
new.
And comes out
especially when it's brand new.
Mm-hmm.
That's when cloth slides the most.
Right.
All right, Craig's going.
He's going to
he's
the
dropping
short rail.
Yeah,
he's going to come in on
the right hand left.
Right.
I mean the right hand long.
Correct.
Nice shot.
It's a difficult shot for
me
for the novice or whatever, but you got to hit that the far outside of the cue ball.
He's dropping in here. Looks good. That's a good shot.
You have to be on the outside edge of that in order to get that action, and not hit it very hard.
Right. He looks quite dashing today, I'll have to say, with his purple.
He can.
With his purple attire. Coming very thin here. He kind of drove through the red on that shot. And that's good because that's how you avoid the kiss.
Yeah.
Correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
You had to drive the white ball straight down.
Straight through instead of hitting it thin.
Talking about dashing, he was a couple of years ago. He had his hair was a little longer, it was a little darker. And,
yeah.
He had that mustachio kind of look to him or whatever. And he got the haircut and changed before the tournament. I said, "Man, you shouldn't have done that. You looked, intimidating and dashing as well."
Yeah.
A complimentary snidely whiplash look.
Snidely whiplash look. Yeah, there you go.
Got a little kiss on that. So
Yeah, that kiss did come in.
There's that spin off the third rail.
Right.
It almost saved them.
Yeah. This match is far from over. I'm going to quickly, since we're at 10 points for Craig, I'm going to give you some quick updates on the other tables. You have Paul Frankel playing Foo Quinn, and can't see the score there. Sorry, guys. I'll try to get something a little later. And the same with James Richards and Ho Din. I can't see their score either. Tung Nguyen and Tom Rossman. Tung Nguyen leads Tom Rossman 7-4. Tony Ferrara trails Jody Amato 5-2. Ramses Verlinden leads Danny Kolash 6-2. Alan Castillo has 4-5 against Paul FELTMAN Sr. He trails by 1 point. Ertan Tarhan and Bobby Page. It looks like 3-1. Bobby Page leads.
James Richards is down 3-9.
James Richards is down, 9-3 against Tony Din. Thanks for that, Gary. I can't see Paul Frankel's board either.
What's going on here? I forgot this table.
Well, that's what happens. That's what happens sometimes.
Okay. Well, Feldman's on at least one.
Yeah, we know Feldman's on at least one. It's the 10th inning. Sometimes the chat room will chime in and help us out. Hello to Laura Powers, by the way. She's in the chat room. Stembizo Mike says, Mize says, good morning from South Africa, Durban. Bill Smith. Minneapolis Billiard Club's here. George Couture. Thanks everybody for watching. Darren Pellegrino.
Minneapolis Billiard Club. Are those balls available for sale here, you know?
I don't know if they're available here. You might want to ask Maze and Shuni, but yeah, I don't know if the Dynaspheres Billiard Edition are available for sale here in the U.S. yet, but I think Mason is selling the balls that he has at a discounted rate.
Because if they are, John Logan he's a club member at Minneapolis. He's still here going to dinner tonight. So.
He could use a set, huh?
Well, he could take it back to the club.
I do like the balls. I think they're very nice.
Again, there was no complaints whatsoever from me or any of the other players that I heard.
That's awesome.
That's unique.
And remember, they had announced also that they weren't going to use any chemicals to clean those balls with.
Correct.
Nothing but the machine. And then maybe at night they'll use some ball polish, toward when it's over. Get them ready for the next morning, but no chemicals. Just put them through the machine and.
I think that's what we're going to do at Madison as well next time. Let's try it. Inconsistency with the cleaner that we use, and some of the players would wipe it off, and just avoid an argument. We just won't use anything, and there's nothing to wipe off. So.
Hey, the equipment all plays the same when you do that. That went into the yellow 2 rails.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be a lost effort.
Okay, so Craig is ahead 10-7 at the moment.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is probably a 5-railer, I think, from Paul. Coming around.
You're right. Watch out for the kiss. It's good.
4 rails.
A little long.
4 rails. That was my mistake. Math was never my strong suit. So. The new math. That's the new math.
Yeah. How about Billiard Systems? Do you use systems?
No. I look at those books and I fall asleep. So.
Do you? Oh.
That's not totally true, but I get more out of. I actually get more out of watching good players and try to emulate what they do. And even on in person, especially, but on videos, it helps. But,
well, one of the really good player that's accessible to me is Gilbert Najm.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked Gilbert, should I be looking at systems? He said, Daniel, don't use systems for your first few years. You really just need to
develop a feel.
Develop the feel, know instinctively where the shots are, and then after a couple of years, when you feel like you're ready to, then take up the system. And that doesn't mean to completely ignore the systems, because you may have a question that a system can answer once in a while.
Yeah, there's a couple of real,
especially the +2.
Yeah,
scenario. That really helped me to know that +2 system. Some systems are very, very easy.
Bert Van Manen, in one of his publications, just answered that question for an inquiry. That was a nice shot. He did get it.
Yeah.
Anyhow, Bert just said, as far as learning shots and shot selection, especially, just watch the really good players and see what they shoot, and then after a while you'll kind of figure out why they're doing that. That helps. That helps.
Yeah. This is such an exotic game, and it takes it really does take several years of studying to understand fully. And then, even then, you start to learn about defensive play and position play.
Defense. If you talk to Mason and some of the top players, they play defense a small percentage of the time.
Right, very rarely. Nice hit by Paul. He's down now 2 points. So
I think he'll score this one. This
is a good opportunity for him, actually.
He's pretty good at just zoning in on this. So.
Got that.
Paul Frankel's had an outstanding tournament.
He has. Undefeated.
No, that's
no.
not
He
true.
did lose his last match, didn't he?
He lost 2 matches, actually.
Did he lose 2?
Yeah, he lost on the hill yesterday, and he lost to Ertan this afternoon, 25-21.
Okay. I guess it helps, though, to win those first 8, first 6.
Yeah, Rudy's last name escapes me, but he beat Paul on the hill.
Rudy Vigil?
Vigil.
Craig got a point there. So far, I don't think we've seen a lead from Paul FELTMAN. Craig's held the score out front for most of this match, if not all of it. And welcome back to our friend Ivan in the chat room.
Ooh, I can't believe he missed that. He hit that so well. That came off short.
Missed it by a hair, didn't he?
It must be the one spot where the English didn't take off.
Yeah, where the rail's bad, right?
Bad rail. I see Allen's taking a nice lead over against Paul Sr. 11-6 now.
Allen, yep, Allen Castillo, Paul FELTMAN Sr., 11-6. Danny Kolash, Ramses Verlinden. It's 8-7. Ramses, very close match there. Tony Ferrara and Jody Amato. Jody Amato leads 13-4. Tony's got some work to do. Tung Nguyen is comfortably ahead, 15-7 against Tom Rossman. Close match between Ertan Tarhan and Bob Page. Ertan is ahead 5-4.
James Richards is down 14-4, I think it is. It's a tough score to see.
He's down 14-4?
Correct.
Against Tony Din.
Tony.
Hodin. He needs this third rail. No, it's going to go direct. 2 cushions. But he does tie up the score. It's now 12 apiece.
Kolash was on a run there. He actually has 12 now.
Oh, Danny Kolash now takes the lead on Ramses Verlinden, 12-8. That match is ongoing over here at this table. Ramses just scored, so now he has 9. Well, that's not going to be any good for Craig.
Nope.
In fact, he may leave Paul with a little bit of a cookie here.
Well, he's going to go around 4 rails and come in off the short rail, long.
So you think he's going to hit the red and bring the red down table a little?
No, I think he's going to leg for it.
Or just he's just going to bank it. Okay. Yeah. He's good. He's good. It's good.
Just got a favorable roll.
Yeah, he hit the cushion after the 3, and the ball came peeking back out. And Paul FELTMAN takes the lead, first time in this match.
I think he's scored again.
I agree.
Definitely not a gimme, but he hits these shots well.
Yeah, he did hit it well. You just go up and down here, no? Or come? He's no. Yeah, he's
3. I think he's short.
Natural 3. Yeah, he I think he was a little hasty when he shot that shot. A little fast.
Yeah.
A little fast. Just kind of leaned into it and let his cue go. Let's say hi to Steve Anderson. Do you know Steve Anderson, don't you? Zen
sure.
Steve?
From Michigan?
Yeah.
I haven't seen him in a while, but
Lovely to see you. And what a shot from Craig.
He, Steve used to run some tournaments over there in Michigan, and I think the club went away, and so I'm not sure where they play there anymore.
Yeah.
Gary Scharf and Steve were both entered into one of the Madison tournaments, but Steve had to bow out for some reason. I'm not real sure, but he hopefully will make it.
Steve's probably going to answer back and applaud you for your good memory.
Well, every time I go somewhere and get beat up, I tend to remember.
You remember who it is, right?
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember my beatings.
Very nice. Craig's on a run of 3. And
Craig's also an
reclaims the lead.
He's also an excellent pool player.
No, I'm sorry. He hasn't reclaimed the lead. He's tied it up.
Okay.
Yeah, he is a good pool player. I played in Banks and lost.
All disciplines, 8-ball, 9-ball, 14-1. Grew up with some old masters and that had
that might spin in.
A little bit too much spin.
Too long, yeah. All right, well, tied up, 15 apiece. Not bad.
He had,
definitely says, like, hey, you're going to have to do a lot better to beat me. And Paul knows it. Paul knows he's going to have to really take off if he wants to claim this match. That looks pretty good.
Well, he took off on that one very, very accurately.
Yeah, he did.
Looks like Ramses and Danny Kolash have got a dogfight going on over there.
Are they grinding over there?
I see 12 to 14 and 21 innings.
Yeah, Ramses isn't letting it go so easy either. Just as Danny Kolash pulls a run of 4 or 5 on him, Ramses takes a stand and he's coming back.
Mm-hmm. He scored again, so it's at least 13. Danny is an interesting player, though. He just flies around that table, and when he gets it going, he just like rains billiards. He hardly stops to shoot the ball.
Yeah.
Just, scores and scores and scores.
Great performance here from Paul FELTMAN now on a run of 3.
And I think he's probably got a good chance of this as well, making it 4.
I like his chances. I mean, he knows how to shoot this.
Yeah,
it's pretty straightforward.
His caliber, it's not a particularly difficult shot.
No.
Follow through. Get the kiss.
He's long.
Well, just a smidgen long.
Well, he's shooting a 1 average, that's for sure.
Did you do something here?
How's that? Thank you. Well, Tony Ferrara had a run of 3. It's now 14-7. Jody Amato against Tony. Tony trails by 7, but it's much better than trailing by 10.
Just another a note on the Madison Club. We now have a camera live streaming on camera on each table.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah.
And if all goes well, Dale Saunders is working on having a second camera that's focused on the name and the scoreboard.
I
That'll
see.
be picture in picture. And,
cool. Okay.
So we're we're excited to see how that works out. It's not, of course, POV Pool, but it's what we can do. So.
Well, we've had years of trials, you know.
Right.
Nice. What a nice double the rail shot. Well, I just think that it's great that you're doing it anyway, because I think it's important for the followers of this sport to be able to have access to real-time competitions that take place in the country.
I agree. And Bob Keller wanted to do the club right, and was willing to make the investment. And fortunately, Dale has the skills to make the technology work most of the time.
Yeah. Ivan in the chat room asks, what averages do professionals generally shoot? And my opinion is like generally a 1.3, 1.4.
Professionals in America?
Yeah, 1.3 or 4.
Professionals in Europe and
1.9.
That'd be a fair assessment. And South America, I think it'd be the same.
You really think so? 1.9?
1.8, 1.9. Okay. I don't think those averages are unusual.
Yeah.
Certainly in Europe.
This match is really nip and tuck for both players.
And that Korean Federation, those guys are insane.
Oh, they are insane. Their
skill level.
I mean, most players come to the table, I expect them to run 3 or 4, just every time.
Well,
but they don't, obviously. But
we all expect to do that every time.
Yeah.
Nope.
That's a nice shot by Craig.
Mm-hmm.
These guys are serious.
Yeah.
I think Craig's on 4. I hope I haven't miscounted here.
Neither one of them rattle, so.
No. That's one thing I like about both of these guys is that they don't really show much pressure. They don't show much nerve. I mean, they're all nerve. They don't break.
Mm-hmm. They have confidence in their skill. And
Kai Mai in the chat room asks, any Final Four predictions? What do you think?
I haven't focused on who's in it just quite that high yet. Allen.
Wow.
The way this match is going, both of these guys.
Yeah, right. But unfortunately,
one of them is going to survive.
Yeah.
But they're dog fighting. It looks like Tom Rossman is out. They just shook hands over there. So Mr. Gwynn, is that his name?
Tong Win.
Okay.
Tong Win defeats Tom Rossman 30-7. Wow.
In 18 or
18 innings.
19 probably.
19 innings.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
I agree.
That's just disgusting.
That's a pretty high average for a B tournament.
Yeah, no kidding.
I doubt he'll be here next year.
Yeah. Unless, that was a fluke. That is the issue here. Is it is a single elimination sort of bracket system. So, it's not like round robin where everybody will get to play everybody. So, Final Four predictions. I have to see the bracket.
Obviously, Tung Wing would have to be a contender given that performance. Kolash and Ramses are dogfighting yet, so could be either of those guys. I don't know, Allen. I'm not sure if he's going to pull this off or not.
That's tough,
Yeah, he's not been quite as effective as he was last year.
I'm curious though, the way they have this set up here. So let's say, for example, Tung Nguyen beats Tom Rossman. So Tung Nguyen plays number 6 next? The winner of number 6? Is that how they're doing it?
There's actually a flow chart on Professor Cube. I'll see if I can bring it up.
There is a flow chart. Okay. Let's see if I can bring it up.
Where is it?
I see it here.
You got it?
Well, the website, but not the, let's see. Let's go to the home page.
Okay, so Tung Nguyen, he beat.
Okay, final results. 16-player final bracket. Let's see if that's...
Tung Nguyen, Ross.
Okay, here we go.
He'll go there.
Here we go.
He'll either go to Foo Quinn or Paul Frankel.
I've got it right here. I'm just going to take a screenshot, and it'll be available for you guys to look at online, watching here.
Okay, Craig just scored again. I'm not sure if it was his first or second.
Yeah, let me update the innings real quick. A lot of stuff going on, folks.
2019 and 21 innings. Actually, it's 21-19 and 20 innings. 22. Craig Powers scores again, and I believe he's on 2, but he may be on more. These matches are going fast. Don't blink, folks.
Yeah. Well, that's what I guaranteed everybody that was watching our stream. You know, that the matches were only going to get better from here, and I hope you all believe me now.
I'm not sure. That kicked off a little short. That's a tough angle to hit that long rail and not bounce off sharp. (22, 19, and 21 is the score on this table. Craig Powers is in the lead at the moment.
It's got Paul thinking.
That's always dangerous in this game.
He doesn't have a very good position here.
No, but he's again, he's an experienced player, and I know he wants to come off the other side of the white, but he's going to actually leg long, short. Short, long, excuse me. I just want to see if the audience is on their toes.
Yeah, no, don't worry. It happens to me quite often. You know, it's difficult to
it was a long shot into the short rail.
Call the shots here.
Long shot into the short rail. So I can't see. Can you? No, he missed.
He missed.
I would assume there's a better than average chance that Paul Jr. is going to make this, probably on 5, but he could come in short.
Oh, that went all over the place.
He's still not done yet.
Very thin hit on the yellow. It's gotten out of the way, and it looks good.
He's going to get that one.
Excuse me. Can I just ask enough to lean here? You can lean there. This one's a tripod, so. Thanks, you guys.
Craig gets a last-minute kiss out, but he scores 1, makes it 23 to 19 in 24 innings. This is pretty academic for Paul. 4 or 5 rails around the table.
Looks good.
Academic and position.
Yeah, position. For a small ball.
Correct.
But you do have to hit, you know.
It's a small ball for you and I.
Yeah, for.
Yes, he'll drive this white ball down to the end rail and then try to suck down, miss it, and come in
That's good.
Yeah.
Position
And,
again?
Yeah, not quite as favorable, but again, he'll
It's
probably,
a little kissier.
I think he'll go on the outside of. No, I guess not. He's gonna go. He's gonna go inside and.
Oh, he played that so
feather
nice.
it down there. He gets that little extra snap on the wrist and holds it down.
That was nice. Ooh. He lost the English on that last hit, but that's because he was shooting a shot that was very close proximity in the first place.
Correct.
So it was difficult for him to get the English he needed.
Without the foul.
Yeah, without the foul, because he was like shooting that ball like 2 inches, 3 inches away from the red.
This, I believe, Craig will try to double the rail. Even more. I think he made that with position. Incredible. Gave up a great opportunity there. And left a very doable shot for Paul Jr. Dan Kolash, I see, is down to Ramses at the moment. The score on the board is 16-19, or 19-16 Ramses in 32 innings.
Ayrton Tarhan has taken the lead on Bobby Page. It's 14-8.
And
Foo Quinn and Paul Frankel, I still can't see their score.
Tony Ferrara is closing the gap on Joe. He's just scored one, and I think he's scored more than that. So it's at least 13-17 in 23 innings.
That's favorable for Tony. Tony needs that. He needs to get some wind in his sails, right?
Correct. He's played better in these tournaments than he has in this one, but he's still solid, and he's in the finals. His father's, I just met him this tournament.
Bob, right?
Right. Great guy. They both live in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah, that's where.
I think they just both moved there, right?
Well, Tony's been there now. I think it's his second year there.
Okay. Dad might have just moved down recently.
And how's this look?
Pretty good.
How do you find that hole? Wow. There wasn't much room for missing there.
John Jacobson, yes. Single elimination finals.
Yes, it is. And I do have a bracket for you that I'm going to show you guys with also the resulting winners. Just as soon as this round is over, you guys will get to see who plays each other tomorrow. This is the only round of the finals that we're going to play out today. Immediately following this first final round, we are going to shift into the Scotch Doubles portion of this tournament, which is in its second day as well. So, or is it third day already for the Scotch Doubles?
Third day.
Third day for the Scotch Doubles. So we are moving quite along. And if you're looking for results and updates on this event, get to ProfessorCueball.com. ProfessorCueball.com. The link is in the chat room. I'll also, I believe the link is down below in the description of this video. No, it is not. I'll leave you the link in the chat room.
Well, look at this shot. Well, it reversed off the short rail. He was trying to get in between the rail and the white ball there with just the right feel. It's nice to see John Jacobson online. I'm looking forward to his entry fee in the April tournament in Madison. John is from Marshalltown, Iowa, and he should be in this event, and he would probably be watching him on one of these tables if he was right now. Great competitor.
Yeah, a lot of people, I was missing Dan Louie and Toshi Moriguchi this year. Also Trindo. He won this event 1 year.
Was that right?
Yeah. Oh, no. It might have been the handicap event when he played Mercedes Gonzalez in the finals.
Right. This Jesus, this is a B tournament. He's Jesus Quinones from
Quinones, yeah.
He's not a B player. I think he won it. He won one of these tournaments, but I don't think it's this one. Ooh, I think a little short.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little short by Paul. Where are we at?
26 to 22, Gary.
In 28 innings.
Yeah. Aggressive scoring from both players, so this is quite a match. Definitely worthy of our feature TV table here. Meanwhile, we do have Ramses Verlinden is still grinding it out against Dan Kolash. Looks like Ramses is ahead 20 to 16. I saw him make a billiard, so that would make it 21-16.
35 innings.
And that's Ramses on the table now. And here comes Dan Kolash. Also looking quite dashing, both of those guys. 22 to 16. So here we are back with Craig Powers. Oh, he's going to have to go back and forth here, but very accurately. I always have a hard time when the red's in the corner like that. You have to play that shot.
He, as you saw earlier, he like tripled or quadrupled the short rail with a shot similar to that, but he had to stretch a little bit too far to get that action.
Comes Paul. He's going to go off the right or the left side of the white?
4 or 5 rails around.
Right side of the white.
I think he might.
He might run out of gas.
You're right. I wouldn't have bet on it.
Wow.
Everything else is correct.
Everything else was.
Bertan is in control over here against Bob Page. He's 22 to 8 in 29 innings.
Yeah, he's doing well.
But Bob Page is a cool character. He can come back from this. He's been around the game for a number of years and knows how to play safe. If he play defensively.
Little double the rail shot here. Always a treat to see these. And it's very successful.
With that speed, I thought he might
drift a little.
Well, I thought he'd kick into the off the first ball into the rail and come off and miss a red.
This isn't easy either. Look at this. It's jacked up. And look. I love the finesse he uses. Oh, it's a shame he got that kiss.
Right. That was his first shot, so he's...
That was the second shot.
Second. Okay.
23 to 26 now. He played a good ticky bank there.
I think Craig is going to try to follow around the table on those 3 rails.
Yeah.
And with the kick out.
Oh, no. Maybe it helps. Maybe it helps. Maybe it doesn't. It's like I like to say, the red giveth and the red taketh away.
There you go.
But in this case, it was the yellow that took away.
Mm-hmm.
Back and forth here. Looks good, looks good.
Oh.
Nope, swing and a miss.
James has got his hands full. James Richards against Tony.
Tony Din, yeah.
Din. Looks like 21 to 9. James is down.
Down 11 then.
Cannot see the innings.
Or down 12. Oh, James is struggling. I can
I
see.
wish he
He
would have
just
played
played
like that against me.
Yeah, right,
He'd
that's
be
right.
sitting here and I'd be out there. So.
The funny thing is that I don't think he'd be sitting here. He'd probably be at the buffet or something.
He was dead nuts on against me.
Hey, we'd like to say hi to Gilbert Najim. He's watching. I'd like to say hello to you in the chat room. Thanks for watching. We miss you, bro. Got to come out there and play a little bit with you.
Oh, this looks like it's going to be an interesting shot. Very, very delicate. Look at that. Excellent shot by Craig. Craig is, I think, going to come up a tad short. Long. Tad long. Craig Powers leads 27-23 in 31 innings.
Yeah, not far to go to close it out. But when you consider also the firepower that Paul Feltman has once in a while, it's definitely still cause to be a little nervous, or not so much nervous, but
well,
you just never know you've won until you've closed it out.
Yogi, somebody or another, it's not over till it's over.
That's true.
That's absolutely true in this game.
What's he doing? Going up and down table? Rail first, up and down table, around the table.
Rail first.
Oh, that's perfect. What a shot that was.
Shot of the day.
That was the shot of the match, definitely. That was the shot of the match.
I think Ramses is, I think I saw him score 2 over there. He's still shooting. He's ahead 23-21 against Danny in 38 innings.
Yeah.
Danny Kolash.
This looks good too, Gary, I think.
Yeah, there's some of that
and position again.
Some of that firepower that you're talking about, that crazy shot he made, and then makes this natural and leaves himself another nice natural.
Well, very nice position. Yeah, he could get an easy 2 out of this.
I don't know. He might have
he's pushed the white way out.
Yeah, he did. I guess he got there. I wasn't sure that he had enough spinach on that, but.
Yeah, but how do you hit this? How do you hit this again? Maybe you come off the red here.
Yeah, I think you just got to go short rail, long rail, long rail. You can hold it up. An experienced player can kind of get in the neighborhood and cross your fingers.
Yeah, shots like this
See?
Are so difficult to judge, aren't they?
Absolutely.
When you're at close quarters to your object ball, or near a cushion, it makes it much harder.
And on these tables, you put any speed on it, and it jumps up short.
Right. Everything shortens up. However, it's a 1-point deficit. That's not bad.
Well, it's good for the fans. Getting your money's worth, folks.
Well, let's see if Craig gets his money's worth.
No,
He's long.
He's long both ways.
Yeah. All right, so where does it all stop? Ooh, this
not good.
This looks very good for Paul.
Pretty natural for Paul.
Yeah. Thin off this red, I think.
Left side of the red, and just around the table, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 or 5 rails.
Whichever way you want to play it.
Unless the red gets in the way.
Oh, he's good. Isn't it a beautiful game to watch?
Okay, we're all tied up, and
we are.
33 innings, 27-27.
Paul's got to be happy to be in this situation right now.
Said earlier, these guys don't rattle.
No, they don't. They don't.
Oh, look at who saw that.
Fancy.
Oh, and it still might be in play.
Oh, God.
He still has
He's
it.
going to get this.
No. I think had that scored, there would have Craig would have uttered the F word, I think.
Maybe. But we got a tie ball game here. This is no walk in the park here for Craig. I got to tell you, even if he has position. I mean, he's got position, definitely. But
he's going to try to come up short, I'm pretty sure.
For the defensive?
No, he's good at short rails, so don't concern him like they concern you or me coming off there. Didn't really get probably the lead that he would have liked.
Well, the best thing Craig can do right now is just run two and put a stop to all this madness.
There you go. I would think he'd go off the left-hand side of the yellow, but he knows more than me. He might go around short again. Yeah, he's going to go the short way. Come out of the corner.
He's hitting the wrong cushion. Oh.
I think he had a better chance going off the left side of the yellow.
Oh my goodness. He did really well though for that red to land where it did. This makes it much harder for Paul.
I think he'll go off. I think he'll go off the left-hand side of the red.
I agree with you, but you know he's coming in under the white.
Our left-hand side.
But he's coming under the white, correct? Or do you think he's going to just play side to side above the white? Because I might come in under the white. He might just go
short, long, short, and just try to come down. I don't. He might go.
Oh, is he trying to hammer it? If he can drop in?
I think that might be what he's trying to do.
Whoa, this would be a hell of a shot. Yeah, it was long. There was a lot going on there.
He had to hit it so hard.
Yeah.
But it was a challenging leave that Craig has.
Yeah, it is. I think Craig can make this though. He can play off the his left side of the yellow, or he's playing off the red. He's gonna play rail first.
No.
Is he playing rail first? Yeah, ticky. What a beauty! What a great shot.
That's a shot that bedevils me. I have no idea how to make that shot.
Really? It's good to know for future.
All right. I'm guessing he's going to go 5 rails on this. Come in from behind.
Yep, a good bank here. Will end the match.
Yeah, it's for all the marbles in this match.
And it looks like Ramses Verlinden has defeated Danny Kolash 30-22.
All right, here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's in. And that was a great final shot from Craig Powers, who closes it against Paul Feltman Jr. And that means that Paul Feltman Sr. will have to. No. Paul Feltman has to. The second Feltman has to win this too. and it doesn't look good for him
no,
either.
He's down 24-11 to Alan Castillo.
Yeah, so there we have it. Final score in 34 innings is 30-28. Great performance from both players in this match. And let's see, can we get movement on this camera to another table?
Hi, Mike Miller. Thanks for
whichever one you think, maybe that one or Tony Ferrara. Tony Ferrara is a good close match. It's 21 apiece now.
I just want to give a shout out to Mike Miller. Thanks for rooting for me. Sorry, disappoint. Look forward to seeing you in Madison. Twenty-one in 31 innings.
Yeah, and it was looking like Joe's match, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was significantly ahead, and Tony was just persistently closing the gap.
There we are. We're eyes on the table between Joe Amato and Tony Ferrara. Tony sitting down, Joe at the table shooting yellow.
It looks like Bob Page still has his hands full with Ertan. Going to dinner with those guys?
I'm not going to go. I was going to, but I'm not. Nice. Thank you.
Real quick, guys, just to give you an idea of what it looks like on the final bracket. I have the winners' names written in red. Craig Powers waits for the winner of Ertan Tarhan and Bob Page. Ramses Verlinden waits for the winner of Alan Castillo and Paul FELTMAN Sr. Tong Nguyen waits for the winner between Paul Frankel and Foo Quinn.
We can't see the score on Frankel's game. Can you tell us what the score is and what the innings are?
16-8, 23 innings.
Who's ahead? Frankel's ahead 16-8 in 23 innings.
Paul Frankel playing Foo Quinn is ahead 16-8 in 23 innings. Paul Frankel.
He is playing quite the amazing tournament.
He really is. You know, he deserves it too. He's put in a lot of work, not only as a player, but as a promoter of the game.
Absolutely.
And
he did win one too many games with today.
Nice shot from Joe Amato. Only 2 cushions. But, you know, I love watching Joe play. He's got a nice snap to his stroke.
Oh, yeah, he's...
But what a match we got here. 21 apiece between these guys. If you're just joining us, guys, this is Daniel Bush, and I'm sitting with Gary Eakey from Wisconsin. If anybody in the chat room knows Gary, feel free to stop into our chat room and say hello. And I want to thank you, Gary, for sitting with us. I only wish we could have had you sooner. I know you were focused heavily on your matches and playing.
I'm trying to get the membership. I'm doing the membership list for Three Cushion USA for Mason. And,
oh, are you? You are doing that too.
I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to get it. It was very disorganized, and I'm trying to get it reasonably organized. I will not totally accomplish that, but that's been my.
It's an evolution, right?
My free time thing. Well, he gave out cards and didn't take addresses and contact information for people and didn't put expiration dates on the cards and things like that.
Sure.
So if any of you have a card that are listening in here, please send me an email with what the card number is and what your mailing address and email address.
What is your email address, Gary?
It's ge@gebroker.com. That would help me a lot, especially folks out in California that are members. That's correct.
Okay, there it is, folks. Gary Eakey's email, ge@gebroker.com. Is that a real estate thing?
Well, that's my business.
GE Broker?
Yeah.
Real estate? You're a broker?
Yes.
Good.
Commercial and industrial real estate in Oshkosh.
Okay.
That email address is also my PayPal address if you care to join the Madison tournament in April.
Okay. If you want to send, and you know what? While I have you here, why don't I quickly flash this flyer for our studio for our viewers. This event takes place, and I know I'm taking liberties on this because this is the final matches going on. April 2nd to the April 5th, 2020. 32 players. It's open to 32 players.
Sorry.
They're going to have 4 brackets of 8 players play round robin, and they're going to advance to an 8-person final round robin there. Contact Gary Eakey, ge@gebroker.com. Is it tiered entry, or is it, because I don't see the text here. It's pretty small.
No. It's an open tournament.
Okay, it's an open tournament.
For first paid, first entered.
First paid is the first entered, and that takes place at Madison Three Cushion Billiard Club in Madison, Wisconsin.
Right.
Any other information?
No, complete details are on the, again, Professor Q-Ball, Madison, threecushionbilliards.com.
And threecushionbilliards.org, threecushionusa.org.
Right. If you don't mind, I would like to give a shout out to the last tournament we had in November, the Medford, Oregon Billiard Players Association made a significant donation to our prize fund to guarantee $1,000 first prize for the last tournament we had there, and it's very generous.
Oh wow!
But it's their charge to promote billiards in the United States, and that was an effort that they offered. We didn't ask, and we're very appreciative of that. Tim Poole and Tommy Thompson and all of the folks from that organization in Medford and Tacoma.
That's really great.
Dave Ellers, those great gang of guys.
That's amazing. This sport needs all the angels that it can take. You know, all the angels who want to come forward and help out the billiard community. Support the community. So real quick, an update for you as well. Alan Castillo needs 3 points to finish. It's 30-17. Paul FELTMAN Sr. trails by 10 points, 27-17.
Jody Amato and Tony Ferrara are still continuing their dog fight. Joe's at 22 at least. He's at the table, just scored 21 on the wire with one on just scored, and Tony has 23.
And Joe just ties it up.
He may have more than that. That's
yeah, you're right. He may.
Yeah, he may have more than that. So
it's exciting to see.
okay. There's only 2 rails. Cameras on the Amato, Tony Ferrara.
Yes, yeah. 24-23 now. Jody Amato sneaks back ahead.
36 innings. Allen.
Win or lose, you know, these guys are going to walk away knowing they had good matches, you know.
Mm-hmm. Is it going to back up?
It is.
All right.
24 apiece.
You know, Dan, Madison Three Cushion Billiard Club, the gentleman who has designed software and superintends our tournaments is Dale Saunders, and he's actually ran, I think, this tournament last year or the year before, as you may recall.
Yeah, I got to meet him.
And he ran the October tournament at the 5,000 Years facility in the new club down in Chicago.
Okay, so he's getting around.
Right. So my point is that if anybody has an inkling to run a billiard tournament and would like to hire Dale to do that, you can send me an email at the previously stated email address, and I'll get you in touch with Dale.
And likewise, if anybody ever asks me for tournament direction, you know.
He runs, his tournaments are pretty much run on time. He's a bit of a dictator, but that makes the tournaments run well. And so he's got tons of experience running both Wisconsin dart tournament, the Wisconsin pool tournament for the Coin Operators Association. He runs,
sounds like the guy just loves any indoor sport.
Well, you know, these tournaments that he runs have 10,000 players, 11,000 players.
Oh, this is a cinch for him.
Well, he does. He knows how to do them right. So.
Right. Well, I think Joe tried to play the bank off the white into the red. Didn't work out for him. So still tied up over here. Or are we? Yeah, we're tied up still.
Bertine just made a very nice umbrella shot against Bob Page on table 2. Looks like he's about to maybe seal
27 to 11, I think.
Yeah, if that's his first point. Too many tables to watch.
Yeah, Alan Castillo, he's taken his time too. It seems like he's only got 28 since 1 point since we last updated you. It's 28 to 17.
And Paul Senior, I think, has gathered 5. He's now at 17. Paul FELTMAN Senior.
Alan's like, that classic struggle to close scenario.
Mm-hmm.
He's I think that's what he's going through right now.
24-24 on the Amato Ferrara. Joe just hit that, and it's dead nuts on.
Yeah, looks good for.
Can I say that?
Yeah, looks good for Joe. What do you know, Joe?
Hi, Joe. What do you know? I just got back from a dinosaur show.
Yes.
This should, looks like Alan's going to gather one up here. I think he's a pretty academic shot for him.
Yep.
That puts Alan on the hill.
On the hill. 20 needs 1 point to win.
Amato, I think he got that. No.
He shot that a little long.
No.
So 25-24.
I think he's more pleased with the safe, with the leave than he was with missing, being disappointed in the shot. Oh.
And Alan Castillo closes it out. Beats Paul FELTMAN Sr. So the FELTMANs are officially out of the event.
All right. 30-17 in 42 innings.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
Alan.
So we actually have our first established matchup for the second round, which will be Alan Castillo versus Ramz's Verlinden.
James, what was the score?
I'm not telling you.
Well, I want to tell the world.
30 to 14.
Oh.
28 innings.
Okay.
Okay, and Paul Frankel, Ho Din defeats Craig Powers. Go ahead, James Richards.
Not yet. Yes. 30 to 14 in 28 innings.
Tough action.
Rossman. Looks like Paul Frankel is still knocking him dead over there, but I can't see the score.
It's hard to see. (26-24) over here. Tony's looking at a bank. Tough bank though, because the yellow's kind of hiding the red. I mean, if he can just get in there, I think you play this 4 cushions into the yellow, into the left side of the yellow, and you should be okay. But it's that 4th cushion, aiming and getting that last. Oh, he's going to try to play off the red, I think.
I think he might be throwing double the long rail.
Yeah, try to play off the red. Oh, double the long rail. Okay.
And he
What
did it.
a shot that was. Great shot from Tony.
I would.
What a shot, Tony Ferrara. Ray Raskin checking in says, good commentary, Gary. What am I, chopped liver?
Thanks.
Over here?
Okay.
Paul Frankel leads 19-11, 29 innings against Foo Quinn.
Hello to you, Ray. Am I ever going to see you at a tournament again?
I think he said he would try to make the next one.
He's usually goes to New York. It's always a crapshoot for me. He is maybe he's hoping to get to Madison one of these times. So maybe this time.
Just another.
Time to go.
just another quick look, folks, at our bracket so far. As you can see, the names in red are those are the individuals who have advanced forward in real time. We have our first established match for the second round. It'll be Ramsey's Verlinden versus Alan Castillo. We're still waiting on additional matches to end to establish our top 8.
Jody Amato is shooting quite a technical shot here, and didn't pull that one off.
Yeah, a lot of spin, I think he was using.
The score in that match is D'Amato 26, Tony Ferrara 25 in 40 innings. Might be 41 if Joe's keeping the innings.
Tony. Ayrton, could you get out of the way, please, so we can see this shot? Thanks, Ray. Appreciate it. We appreciate your support, too. It was very sweet of you. Thank you for your donation earlier this week to POV Pool. We really much needed and much appreciated. And Ayrton Tarhan closes it out against Bobby Page. So we have our second established
30 to 16 in 44 innings.
Yeah, we have our second established match for the finals. It'll be Craig Powers versus Ayrton Tarhan. That'll be a good match, huh?
Yes.
Ayrton is a former amateur champion.
Correct.
He won in 2016, I believe it was. Here, it was our first year here.
I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah, 2016.
Was that that was amateur? That was amateur, wasn't it?
That was the B.
tournament.
That was the B tournament.
Mm-hmm.
It was. At the time, it was the USBA organization.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. Tony got a kiss, which might have been favorable had the yellow got out of the way.
They're looking for a frozen ball. Phil Wynn says, Ray, is this still B series game? Yeah, this is the Carom B Championship. This is the final 16 players, and
It's the first round of the finals, and the rest. What time does it start tomorrow? Do you know? In Arizona time?
I believe it'll probably start around 9 a.m. just like each day. So 9 a.m. local, which would mean
Really,
8.
there'll only be two more rounds, right?
Possibly.
16 to 8, 8 to
I think
4.
Mason is the guy to ask. We should ask Mason.
I will, right?
Get a verification on that.
Mason shooting.
We're at the final 16, and we're playing out the first round today. We have also already finished 4 matches in total. We still have these 2 matches ongoing between Tony Ferrara and Joe D'Amato on this table. And then on table 3, we have Paul Frankel and Foo Quinn.
You're right again. The finals start 9 a.m. Arizona time.
All right, 9 a.m. So that's actually 8 a.m. Pacific Standard,
And
11 a.m. Eastern.
And 10 a.m. Central.
10 a.m. Central. And immediately after this, I think we'll take a short break, and we're going to start the finals, or we're going to continue the preliminaries of the Scotch doubles coming right up after this. So we've got action all night, folks, till at least 11 o'clock Pacific. Say goodbye to you and stuff.
Okay.
And you're always welcome back, Ray.
Okay. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
I just want to say hello to Fred Lammers from Minneapolis Billiard Club, who was saying hello to me, I believe. I think I'm the G. And
Yeah, Fred Lammers, and he's been here, played here too.
Yeah.
We miss you this year.
Yeah, he's strong as ever.
What a match we have. 26 apiece between these guys. By the way, I just want to remind all of you that everybody playing in this final rounds are already in the money. We are paying through 16th place. The payouts, let's see here. First place I know is 3,000. Second place will be 2,000.
I'm sorry, I can't help you with that. I
Hold
can't
on.
see that far.
I'll have them for you shortly.
Tony Ferrara just sneaks into the lead with a very hard short shot. Daniel, I'm going to have to leave you here. I've got
Okay.
a gang waiting for me over at the restaurant.
Understood,
But,
understood.
I will be back to help tomorrow, perhaps.
Great, Gary. Well, it's been lovely to have you with us, and I wish you the best turnout at your event in April at the Madison.
It's an open
Carom
tournament.
room.
You could come and play, and
True. I have to check my calendar for April,
there you go.
and
We'd love to have you.
yeah, I haven't been to Wisconsin for many years now, so
Boy, Tony
it might be
has
nice.
Tony's on a run of 2. That puts him 28, 26 over Joe.
He might just win it here, Gary.
Could be. He's a very determined young man.
Peeking his head on the screen there is Gary Eade with the gray hair. And we want to thank Gary Eade too. George Eade, I'm sorry. George Eade has been cleaning these tables and these balls diligently throughout the whole event. So I want to say goodbye to Gary Eade. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll catch you hopefully again really soon.
All right. Thank you.
All right, Gary.
Bye.
That's Gary Eade. ge@gebroker.com is his email address. And you'll find him in Madison, Wisconsin, hitting balls at your favorite local. Good guy, a lot of fun to commentate with. He gets almost as enthusiastic about the shots as I do. (28-26), and Joe has his work cut out for him here. Two balls on opposite sides of each other. And I think Joe would like to play this maybe cushion first. But as you can see, he's overextended. This makes the shot harder. And it's short. Mark Van Leer says, I see Allen won. Yes, Allen did win. He defeated Paul FELTMAN Sr. 30-17. So he'll make it to the next round, top 8, and he'll go on to play Ramsey's Verlinden in the next round tomorrow morning. Once again, these are the results as they unfold. As you can see, Ertan Tarhan plays Craig Powers tomorrow. Ramses Verlinden plays Alan Castillo. We're still waiting on the winner of this match, Jody Amato and Tony Ferrara, to see who plays Ho Din. We're still waiting for Paul Frankel and Foo Quinn's match to end to see who plays Tung Nguyen. Folks, if you're having fun watching, please, it's very important that you take your mouse and you just click underneath the video window here. Give it a thumbs up. We need a thumbs up for Billiards. I cannot stress the importance of that. You really have to give us a thumbs up so that you can contribute to promoting Q Sports on YouTube. It's very important for the YouTube algorithm, not just for this channel. I don't ask just for this channel. I ask that you give us a thumbs up if you like Billiards. Give us a thumbs up if you like Three Cushion, if you like Joe D'Amato, if you like Casino del Sol, if you like POV Pool. Go ahead, give us a thumbs up and help push the algorithm that YouTube uses to promote different videos across the social networks. Really appreciate it. Thumbs up for Billiards. Tony on the hill. Tony on the hill, and he was down. He was down in this match.
It took him 1 minute and 20 seconds.
Oh, you got him on stopwatch? Let's do another one. Reset it.
Started this guy's a little fast. Ready?
Well, Tony's not out of the woods yet. He's still has to close out, and sometimes that's the hardest thing to do in this game. Joe missed the billiard. Still needs 3.
Oh, John. Stopwatch up here.
Joe with the bank. Hits the white and the yellow and the red. I mean, what a shot. What a shot. Quick update between Paul Frankel and Foo Quinn. Paul leads 21-15 in a race to 30 points. So that match will almost undoubtedly be the last one for tonight for the singles. Remember, we're doing Scotch doubles after this. That's not going to be good enough, sir. Nope. Oh, Joe. All right. Well, he's left an opportunity here for Tony. It's a small ball on that middle rail, but on that bottom rail. But Tony Ferrara just needs this point. He just needs this billiard. It looks good. Oh, just missed it. Curses. I tell you, when it's down on that back rail, it's a small ball, you know. So, Joe playing yellow. A lot of distance here. I don't think he's going to play off the red. He might have to, but there's a lot of distance. And this is also a small ball. The white ball in the corner. You almost want to play off the white, but it's kind of like a back and forth shot. So long, long, long. Or long, long, short if you're very accurate, but long, long, long. What's going on here? What are they doing? What? There was some communication there. I don't know exactly what they were discussing. Maybe they just said, like, watch out, there's a guy behind you. That's Foo Quinn right there. He's playing Paul Frankel. So, yeah, I think Joe's going to play off the red here. He's going to play off the left side of the red. He'll come around, but you know, more often than not, this shot is hit with 2 cushions, not 3, and that's because the white is such a small ball, and he didn't even hit the red. So, I tell you what, he hasn't left much for Tony either. I mean, Joe kind of knows that that's what he's leaving. I'm not sure here what to do, what I would do. It's difficult for me to see the precise angle, what's going on here from this distance, but a good bank shot here might be the call. But you know, also if you want to play, there's, you know, he can play a more defensive shot if he wants. He can play off either the red or the yellow to do something, but I think he's trying to see if he can play off the right side of the red and force follow. Is that what he's trying to do? Or go around the red? No. I think or go around the yellow. Yeah, I think that's what he was trying to do, go around the yellow. I can see we've got newcomers to the channel. So if you're just joining us, these are the final rounds. This is the first final round of the singles Carom B Championship Event here with 3 Cushion USA at the Casino del Sol, and we have actually a nail biter right now with Jody Amato. Hill, 29 apiece. Joe just got the billiard, and now he just needs this to close out and snatch this victory from Tony, and he does it. Snatched it away from Tony Ferrara. They both fought for it though, and it's not like they both didn't have their chances, but it was tough action. So Joe D'Amato will advance, and I'm just going to show you. I'm going to show you the bracket real quick, just as soon as I'm done updating it. And Geraldine's toggling the camera over. Thank you, Geraldine. She's taking it over to Paul Frankel's match with Foo Quinn. And this is the final of the final round matches today. So for those just tuning in and not quite sure who is left, real quick, I just want to show you this bracket as it's unfolding. Just about an hour ago, we started the top 16 rounds, and we still have one left, and that's the one you're watching right now, Paul Frankel versus Foo Quinn. It's 15-21, 36 innings. Paul Frankel leads. And that's Paul at the table right now. But we have tomorrow morning, starting at 9 a.m. Mountain Time. That's 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll have Ertan Tarhan versus Craig Powers. Ramses Verlinden versus Alan Castillo. Ho Din versus Jody Amato. And one of these two players versus Tung Nguyen. And that starts tomorrow morning. 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Still 21-15 here between Foo Quinn and Paul FELTMAN. We got Scotch Doubles coming up after this. Day 3 of the prelims for the Scotch Doubles matches. Do we know what matches we have scheduled ahead? No.
I imagine it's going to be amazing. Jody Amato comes too.
I'm not quite sure of how many innings these guys have, so I will just leave the innings out of the rest of this match. It's 21-15 though. Foo Quinn is at the table now. Good to see you all here watching. Ray Raskin, Fred Lammers, Mark Van Leer, Ivan, Bill Smith, Phil Wynn. Oh, look at Geraldine Thibodeau. She's watching. The Minneapolis Billiard Club, Pablo Flores, Laura Flowers. Thanks to all of you for checking into our chat room and saying hello.
did?
Melbourne, Australia.
Oh my God,
In Stockholm, Sweden.
you're familiar with it then?
Yeah. Yeah, I love Super. It's a great game.
I have one of them.
You got a Riley or a
I
Star?
got a Chevy. That's right. Very expensive. Very nice. Plays phenomenal.
You a lot of players?
I got a ton of players. I do leagues. And I get 32 teams. So what they do is they arrange the times that they want to play that week. So I have all the phone numbers. Everybody has all the phone numbers. They call each other and make a time. They go, oh, okay, we'll play.
Do you have a lot of legal training?
That's who love the game. They live around. Boston. Near Boston, about 10 minutes north of the airport. on. Oh,
took a break. Came out, started firing, started playing safe, and it worked out. I should have been. I was supposed to beat Joe. I had the shot to beat him.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Who are you playing?
Yeah, it plays okay when you don't grease it.
I gotta carry that luggage.
What else would you do?
How many innings was you get?
We played very safe. Tight towards the end. We had to, yeah. 25, 25, 26, 26, something, you know. One, two, three. This is a shot I had to go up. Was it red this far over? Maybe a little. No, I played this way, and I'm telling myself I can't miss long, and I missed long right here.
It just missed the shot.
Fast. Is that why it missed?
He missed it by a head.
Maybe it was here. Maybe. It wasn't the middle. Because if it was the middle, I wouldn't have tried to stretch it. This is normal. Well, I wanted to kick the yellow out of the way. Well, I know I did it then. Cut it. You know what I mean?
You just play normal. It's just play normal. It's nowhere near this. You don't have to play hard.
I think. I think because I hit it fast right in the corner, right stretch.
Maybe you put your hand just to make the net.
Well, no, I can tell you my mindset is that I'm thinking if I hit it too full, if I hit it easy, I have to hit it full. That's the way I'm thinking. So I'm like, if I hit it thinner, I can hit it with a little bit of speed and pop it. He hit it dead nuts. No. My bag, my bag was
Severe.
He goes too long, too short. Played maximum. So I'm thinking, I don't want to. Well, yeah. Now I'm trying to compromise. I'll hit it the way I hit it in the game. I'm trying to compromise. Ooh, that's it. And it was even closer. Too much speed, I think.
Wow, too bad.
I'll take that shot 10 out of 10 from him.
Jody is the last. He really is. He's the last. He really is.
Well, we're still trying to wrap up the final round here, the first of the final round. This is the last match, and then we're going to start the Scotch doubles. I don't think there's going to be much break in between. So, I think the Scotch doubles is scheduled for 7:30,
7:30.
7:30.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're 24 minutes away.
I'm gonna find out what matches you're gonna have.
Geraldine's going to find out what matches I'm getting. And Paul scores a billiard, making it 26-24. That's good. That is good. 27.
What's that? 25 miles down, 25 back.
Well, he may have to draw off the red, or that's the shot I see. Draw off the red, but you got to make sure you. What's he doing? What's he looking at? A bank? Does he want to take a bank off of the yellow? Thin bank off the yellow? I'm not sure. Maybe I think he might be looking at side-to-side shot where you play short, short, short. I mean long, long, long. What shot do you guys like? Just checking on the chat room, see if you guys are still here with us. What shot do you guys like? Geraldine will be here in a minute to tell me what Scotch doubles matches we're going to be doing today. He's going long, long, and the yellow gets moved. Paul tried to get a freebie out of that, but it didn't work. 27-24, though. Foo Quinn comes to the table. He's got actually an opportunity here. He can play shot off the white. Requires a lot of stroke to draw back around the table. Or you can just play the natural round table again, up and down. He's drawing out. Miscue from Foo Quinn. Into the corner, yellow, long red. I like that one. Yeah, I like that too. That last shot that Frankel was shooting. I like drawing off the red as well. But that shot's a thing of the past now. What's he doing here? Is he trying to go around the table twice? Five cushions. He might be able to do this. Couple of kisses, though. Looks good. 28-24. Paul Frankel has paid his dues. And he's getting his just rewards. Coming up, folks, match number 1 on the stream table will be Ricky Caranco and Alan Castillo versus Tong Nguyen and Ho Din. Followed by Jody Amato and Mason Shuni versus Jesus Corona and Guillermo Sosa. Those are going to be good matches. That is the Scotch Doubles lineup happening in just under half an hour. For those just joining us, you're watching the finals of the singles, the Carom B Championship. This is the finals, the very first round of the finals. I'm going to quickly flash the bracket to you guys, for those of you who haven't seen it yet. We've gotten through this first round, all except this match that we're watching right now. Paul Frankel and Foo Quinn are battling it out, hoping to close and make it to this last spot to play Tong Nguyen for their finals.
They're going to put him on the TV table again.
What?
He wouldn't have to do this 1 mile and 1 mile.
No, they're- a couple of upsets to the local Arizona community. Both of the Feltmans got knocked out. Paul Feltman Jr. and Sr. Paul Feltman Sr. losing to Alan Castillo. Paul Feltman Jr. losing to Craig Powers. Which actually means that there's nobody left from Arizona in the tournament.
They'll play the Pool State Championships.
So we're just waiting to conclude this match. We're going to swing straight into the Scotch doubles. So far in the Scotch doubles, we're gonna be playing you 2 matches. Caranco and Castillo are going to be playing Tong Nguyen and Tony Din, Ho Din. Ricky Caranco and Castillo are undefeated. They have 3 matches under their belt. And Tong Nguyen and Ho Din have lost 1 match. They lost to the Feltmans last night. So they're 2 for 3, whereas Caranco Castillo are 3 for 3. Caranco Castillo are at the top of their flight with no losses. Still, the preliminaries will be over this evening for the Scotch doubles, and we will have our final 4. So this is an important night to watch the Scotch doubles, so that we can whittle it down to our final 4 players. The next match we're showing you, Mason Shuney and Joe Amato, they are also undefeated, and they will be playing Guillermo Sosa and Jesus Corona. They are 3 for 4 in matches. They have 2 matches left.
Oh, look at you, fancy. Look at you, fancy.
Actually, I don't think we'll get to our final 4 today. What? So how cute. Vicky Pineda with a glass of wine. Loosening up. So, yeah, so Mason Shuney and Joe Amato, they're undefeated in their flight, and they're going to play Corona and Sosa. Corona and Sosa actually were defeated by Vicky Pineda and Bilal Khalifa. Now, here's something interesting. Vicky Pineda and Bilal Khalifa are the defending champions, last year's defending champions. They are also 3 for 4. So, if Vicky Pineda and Bilal Khalifa can continue winning, here's the deal. Either Sosa Corona or Pineda Khalifa are going to go down a notch tonight, because D'Amato and Shuney are undefeated, and D'Amato and Shuney both play those teams tonight.
Yeah, but if D'Amato...
Actually, they could lose both of their matches, and both Sosa and Corona would be tied for first.
I don't think...
I mean, the Pineda Khalifa Sosa Corona would be tied for first. So a lot of weird things can happen. And Paul finds the hole. Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
I was trying to give you insight.
Thank you for your insight. For those of you who are curious and you want to look at the Scotch Doubles results, click on the link in the chat room, Professor Q-Ball's link, and you can look at the Scotch Doubles results so far, and you can root for your favorite team. Thirteen teams in all. And both players struggling. Paul Frankel looking for the light at the end of the tunnel. Tough to bank into the yellow. Coming from behind, because the red ball is ahead of the yellow. So you want to come in front of the yellow if you want to hit the red. And another way to play this is +2 to the red, but it's difficult because the cue ball is only like one diamond up the table. He's going direct. Just 2 cushions. Played very short. It's a train. Yeah. We're talking about tunnels now. Talking about tunnels. Okay, Fook scores. It's 25-28.
Peter.
Is it Peter? He goes by Peter. Peter win. Oh, it wasn't Fook?
No, his name
It's
is
Fook,
but
yeah.
He told me.
Call me Peter. This is his first tournament that we've seen him at, and this may be a new experience for him as well. I'm not sure how many, major tournaments he's played at all for three cushion. Playing it long, and he's going to need to come up from the bottom cushion. He plays it. He played it long. Came up short. Well, I turned around there. Did Frankel get a billiard there? I think he did, didn't he? No, he didn't. Didn't get a billiard. Still 28-25. Hey, Hector.
You're my sister.
Oh, thank you. All right. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Yes, doing.
Doing good. Doing good.
Then just move back. Okay?
Hold on.
Then just move.
So that was the way that made it a little fun. I had to close my eyes. I had a referee. Twice I opened my eyes because it's instinctive. You're going to shoot. So twice I did. No shots. I got him stuck. We call it Zen Billiard. Line it up.
So you can look, then when you actually, when you go to stroke, you have to close your eyes. Is that what you're saying? You can look at it, get there, and then go like this?
And you close your eyes.
Oh.
Close your eyes. Sounds easy, right?
Like braille, real shit.
Right? But I fucking had him trapped. And he's not. He's trapped. He's squirming. Yeah, when you're doing your trick. So he's stopped.
Ramsey, Johnson, Howard, Verlinden, Castillo,
actually valuable now.
Now I took first and you take a lead. I had one of those. They call it pivot pool. You probably remember that. Like bunk. No, well, this is everybody else like bunk. It was like pivot pool. And it actually had a pivot around. You would actually shoot out. I could actually see it. That's how I.
Well, I wasn't expecting a full-on comeback, but we are hill between Paul. It's holy Foo Quinn. Anyway, Paul Frankel struggling to close out. How many innings have we seen this? Over a dozen innings. I was just checking in, talking to $1 Million Hector Ocampo, who's got a lot of things coming in the future. A line of cues. He's got chalk, gloves, and tips right now. $1 Million billiard products. Keep an eye out. Want to thank you guys for hanging in there with us. We've got all these players in these matches. All of the doubles matches warming up. And we still have over 100 of you watching right now. Getting ready for the Scotch Doubles, which we're actually 5 minutes behind on, so we appreciate you guys hanging in there with us. But we're just 1 point away from toggling over to our main table, and we're going to start the match between Ricky Caranco and Alan Castillo versus Ho Din and Tong Win. Come on, Paul. Come on, Paulie. This is not easy, actually. Well, this is a natural. He should get this. He should get this. Yeah.
Get there.
No, it's short. It's short. It's shorter than,
Shorter than he is.
yeah, it's shorter than a
Than he is.
lollipop kid in The Wizard of Oz.
Small announcement, all billiard players.
Dogfight between these guys.
Your instructions with your partner is no longer than 10 seconds, please. We got to get the games moving. Thank you.
Hey, Ricky. We're waiting for this, right?
Oh, you're on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're warming up right now.
It may take him another hour.
It's Hill.
Anyone point. I'm guessing that's it.
All right. Who won it?
Peter.
Peter. Foo Quinn. Peter wins. Hill. Congratulations. And let me just quickly update the bracket here for you guys. So now Fook will have to go on, or Peter, as he wants to be referred to, will have to go on and play. Is that his brother or cousin? Tong. I don't know.
Tone.
I think they're cousins. So there you have it, guys. This is the top 8 players here. Tomorrow morning, Ayrton Tarhan versus Craig Powers. Ramses Verlinden versus Alan Castillo. Ho Din versus Jody Amato. And Peter Wynn versus Tong Wynn. Good luck to all players tomorrow morning at 9 or 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Now, let's toggle over to the doubles matches, starting right now. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be right back with you tomorrow morning for the singles.